Hey guys, Cody Plays here, and today we're going to be reviewing Cassidy Quinn from the Battle Pass. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so this is the contrail, as you can see here. This is me free falling. I think it looks pretty good here. I like it. It looks very cool. Now let's do nosediving. Alright, now let's do nosediving. So it's obviously much quicker. So yeah, very cool. Alright, so now we're going to look at the dealer's deck glider. The deploy is basically like any other glider that's been like this, but it's still very cool deployment and everything. Yeah, I'm going to redeploy real quick. Right, redeploying, and let's see here. So left, right, back, obviously she steps back, and then forward. As you can see, she does that, you know, that stance that the Ageless does. I don't know if the Ageless has done this, but I know Magneto's done this. So this is basically like the Magneto stance. So overall, pretty basic glider, but it's still pretty cool. It's not too bad. Okay, so I just I wanted to say this at the beginning, but I couldn't. But I have done this review before. I did try to do it whilst doing the spring raid quests, but I couldn't because the iPad storage wasn't having it, and I had to delete the whole thing. So I did do the majority of it, and I did get to the part where I was giving my thoughts and opinions on it. But then by the time I did that, it said it couldn't fit any more on because the spring raid video was quite big. It was like over 20 minutes long. So yeah, the iPad just didn't have enough storage. So I'm having to do this review all over again. So I have reviewed this before, but I'm ready to give it another review. Anyway, so this is the babbling here. Looks very cool. I can't lie. I like the colour scheme and everything. It looks very cool. I like the emblem in the middle as well. So overall, pretty cool babbling. I like this header style. Okay, so before we get into more of this review, I do have, if you couldn't tell, and I'll be looking back at this footage, but I think I have a little bit of a cold. I don't know, I think I've developed it myself, even though I didn't want to. But yeah, I've got a little bit of a cold, but it's not that bad right now. It might develop much more later, but at the moment I'm feeling good. Like I'm gonna have a sneezing fit every now and again. But yeah, I just want to let you know I have a cold. Well, I have a little bit of a cold, and it's not that bad. So just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, carrying on with the review. So this is the second edit style for the babbling. I think the babbling looks very nice. It looks very cool. The colour scheme is pretty nice. I do like it. I still prefer the first edit style, but the second edit style is still not too bad. So overall, it's a decent babbling. I do like it. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at the dealer's deck second edit style. So all around, it does look pretty cool still. I like it. Left, right, back, forward. So overall, it's basically not much difference, just a different colour scheme. But apart from that, it's okay. It's not too bad. Okay, so this is the skin, as you can see. I think the first edit style is okay. It's not too bad. I think it looks alright. I like the look of the clothing. It looks very cool, very cozy. And overall, the skin looks pretty nice here. I like the long hair. It reminds me of Jinx from Arcane. Well, League of Legends, but I mostly know her from Arcane. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good here. I like it a lot here. Let's see the front. Yeah, very good. I like the look of it. It looks the skin looks good. Yeah, I haven't really got much to say. It's just, yeah, I've reviewed the skin before, but I'm having to do it again. But yeah, I don't really have much to say, except from the skin does look nice. I don't really think I'd run it all that much, but apart from that, It's actually a decent skin. It's alright, I like it. Right, so I would review the hat and the mask differently, but it's literally no point to. So I'm gonna review it all together. So this is with the hat and mask on. The hat I'm not a big fan of, if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it fits the theme of what she is, but apart from that, I'm not the biggest fan of it, if I'm gonna be honest. And as for the mask, I mean, it kind of looks cool, but I don't really think I'm gonna run it. So yeah, overall, I'm gonna say that the hat and mask here don't look that good. I'm not the biggest fan of it. So yeah, overall, not the biggest fan. Okay, so this is the Slep Shooter edit style, which looks pretty cool. I like the colour scheme a lot. It looks very cool. I still prefer the first edit style, but this edit style is still pretty cool. So overall, it looks very nice from the back here. Let's see the front. Yeah, it looks very cool. I like it. It looks pretty nice. I still like the colour scheme and everything, and I think it suits her well. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I like it. Alright, so this is with the hat and mask on. I've got to say, the hat does not look good here, if I'm going to be honest. I'd rather rock the hat off. I'm going to use the hat. I'm not going to use the hat anyway. But the hat doesn't look that good to me. And then the mask is slightly less good than the first set of style, if I'm going to be honest. But yeah, overall, I'm not the biggest fan of this, and I think, yeah, not that good. So overall, not too pleased with it. Okay, so this is the third edit style for Cassidy Quinn. I can't remember what the edit style is called, but this is the last edit style, and I gotta say, it does look pretty nice. I like the patterning on the sleeves. And the overall jacket just looks nice. I like it a lot, it looks nice. And from the front, yeah, it looks very good. I'm pretty happy with it. Even though the sleeves do clip with the rest of the jacket a lot, it's not that bad. I like the look of it. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this. Alright, this is with the hat and mask on, but I'm going to call it the do-rag and eye mask. So I like the do-rag a lot. I think it looks very nice. I think it looks better than the other hat. I'm a big fan of the do-rag. I like it. And then as for the eye mask, I think it's way better than the other mask. So overall, I think with this edit style, the hat and mask are way better than the first two. So overall, I'm very happy with this. Alright, so now we're going to be looking at Duelist's card trick. So as you can see, she throws out a bunch of cards. She hits them with her sword, and then she takes them off by putting it through her arm. Does this, and then that. So it looks pretty cool. I don't know how she does that, but it is what it is. You can even see her facial expression. So yeah, overall, pretty short but a nice emo. So overall, I think the emo is pretty cool. As I said, a little too short for me, but still very cool. Alright, so now we're going to be looking at the pickaxes here. So they do look pretty cool, I guess. I like them. They look cool. You can see the die at the top of the or at the bottom of the swords. So average contrail, and then average impact. So overall, average impact, average contrail. Let's hear the sound real quick. That sound quite sharp and metallic, and they look cool. So overall, not bad, but not great. Alright, so this is the Slep Shooter edit style for the pickaxes here. So as you can see, there's a slight bit of light green there, which is pretty nice. So the contrail does change, and they look cool as well. And let's see the impact. So basic impact, a slight green, light green, blue contrail, and overall they look cool. So as I said before, not bad, but not great. So a slight improvement, but not that great. So yeah. not that good. Alright, so this is the ADS for Cassidy Quinn as well as her wrap. So as you can see here, it does clip quite a bit with a shotgun here, as you can see. So not the greatest, and then here's the crouch. Clips slightly into the leg, but apart from that, so that's alright. And now let's check out the wrap. So not much movement with the wrap. So as you can see there, it does the cards do spin in the wheel, but it's not that fast. But with the AI and all that, I think it'll go just as fast. So yeah, that's the wrap there. And then let's see the AR. Yeah, slight bit of clipping, but overall, not too bad. Crouched. Yeah, it's not too bad, not too bad. And let's see the wrap. As you can see, it does spin very fast when you're shooting like that. But apparently only the first time you do it, which is pretty bad. And then the sniper here. So a little bit of clipping there, but not too bad. And then crouched. Yeah, still not too bad. Not bad there. And then, yeah. So overall, pretty good ADS. A little bit of clipping with some of the weapons, but overall, ADS is not too bad. So, pretty good. And the wrap is cool. I do like that the cards do spin in a wheel. So overall, pretty cool. Okay, so this is with the hat and mask on, just to see if there's any difference, and it does clip a little bit, as you can see when you do this. Okay, maybe not nearly as much. I thought it would have clipped a lot there. So yeah, not that bad, not that bad. So let's check the crouch here. Yeah, it does hinder the gun a bit, but not too bad, not too bad. Shoot. Not bad. Yeah, definitely not bad there. AR. Not bad there. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. Shoot. Yeah, overall, not too bad there. Sniper. Yeah, not bad. Probably a little bit of clipping here, but that's fine. Alright, so overall, the ADS is not bad at all. It is pretty good with the hat and mask on. And yeah, I think overall, it does look pretty good. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, so this is the third edit style with the do-rag and eye mask on. And as you can see here, the shotgun here does clip through a lot here, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm not happy with that, because this is like the best edit style in my opinion. See the shooting. Not bad, not bad. Quite a bit of clipping now, unfortunately, and as you can see, the colour does kind of go up a little bit there. So yeah, not bad there. I don't know why I'm reloading. Right, AR. Not as bad as the shotgun, but it still kind of clips through, which is unfortunate. Yeah. Not bad there. Okay, not too bad. Sniper. Does clip through quite a lot, but that's not bad, I guess. And then crouched. Yeah. So overall, I'm not too happy with this one. I really like this edit style, but the ADS is just not that good. It clips a lot. With the jacket and everything. But apart from that, it's still decent. So overall, not great, but not bad. Okay, so my thoughts on Cassidy Quinn. So, I think that the first edit style was very good. I do like the long hair and everything, and the skin looks generally good itself. And with just the hat on, it does look very good. I know I didn't do the review for like just the hat and just the mask, but that would have taken too long, and I don't really have that time. I know I said I'm not rushing. I don't know if I did say that in the video, but even though I'm not rushing, I kind of have to because of the iPad storage. But yeah, anyway, with just the hat, it's still not bad, but it's not the greatest. And then with just the mask on, it doesn't look as good. So with the hat on and the mask on, I'm not the biggest fan of it at all. So overall, not great at all, really, for me. And then the sniper shooter Cassidy Quinn looks very good. I like the color scheme. Don't know why I struggled to say that. But yeah, I like the color scheme a lot. I think it looks very nice. I'm very happy with it. And then with the mask, with the hat on, it's not the best. I don't like it that much. And then for the mask on as well, not the best. And then with just the hat on, and then with the only the mask on, yeah, still not very good in my opinion. And then for the Dylan Cassidy Quinn, I think this looks very cool. I hate that with the ADS it does clip through quite a lot, but apart from that, it still looks very cool. I'm very happy with it. Then the hat on, which is basically just a do-rag. I like the do-rag a lot. It looks very nice, way better than the actual hat. And then the mask on is very cool as well. I like it a lot. And then with just the mask on, it's very good. I like it. And then with just that, with the do-rag on, it's very good as well. So overall, for the hat and mask hairstyles, the Dylan Cassidy Quinn is better. But overall, the skin is not bad at all. Not the best, but it's still a decent skin. I do like the skin. And as for the batbling's very nice. The first hairstyle is very good. I like it a lot. I like how small compact it is. I like it a lot. It looks cool. And for the sub-shooter, it's still very good. I like the colour scheme, but I'm not going to run it. But it's still a very good colour scheme. And as for the pickaxes, I think the first one is very basic. Not basically basic contrail, basic impact, and they do look cool, but yeah, the contrail and everything doesn't do it justice. And as for the sharpshooter, like there is a contrail, but it's just a slight thing where you won't really notice it all that much. But yeah, overall the pickaxes are decent, but not the best. And then as for the glider is very cool. It basically uses the same like deploy animation, and obviously this, like the Ageless, the Cube Queen, Magneto, and probably a couple more skins. So yeah, basically a basic pull out, but overall it's still a very cool it's very cool animation. I can't lie, it's still very cool. And as for the contrail here, the Aces Fly, I like it a lot. It's very cool when you're nosediving like this, it goes faster, and then when you free fall, just wait a minute, it is still very cool. So overall, the contrail is very nice. I am pretty happy with it. And as for the duelist card trick, it is very cool. A bit too short in my opinion, but it's still very cool emotes overall. Not bad. And as for the wrap here, as you can see on the AR here, it looks pretty cool. Looks nice. Shotgun looks not that great, to be honest. SMG looks okay, not too bad. Sniper doesn't look that good either. The boat doesn't look bad either, but not great. Don't know why it's lagging. And the RPG looks pretty good, to be fair. It does look pretty good. And then for the pistol, it looks very good. So overall, the wrap is nice. I do like the cards spinning wheel when you do shoot your gun. Apart from that, it's okay. It's pretty good. And the banner icon is just a banner icon, but it's decent nonetheless. And as for the loan screen, sorry for the sniffle. So as for the loan screen here, the AK Queen of Spades is pretty cool. I do like it a lot. Let's full screen it. I do like the art style. It looks cool and everything. She's robbing the convoy. It's very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And then her other loan screen, the train job, looks very cool here as well. I like the drawing and everything. See Big Deal dropping in, and you can see that the other females with her. I can't remember her name exactly yet right now, but she's with her, so that's pretty cool. So overall, nice loading screen. Okay, so that's my thoughts and opinions on Cassidy Quinn. So not a bad skin. I think I said it's decent, but she's not the best skin in the Battle Pass. And that'll be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and put a notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.